To me, making your dream happen means sticking to it, following your dreams, being uncomfortable.
To have my dreams come true also means helping others' dreams come true.
Making my dream happen means pushing myself to get to where I want to be instead of just letting life happen to me. I grew up in California, in Northern California. I went to California State University, Monterey Bay for my bachelor's degree. About my junior year of college, I started working in the athletic training room, and I kind of just fell in love with it and decided I want to go get my master's in athletic training. And a lot of people from that internship that I worked came here and ended up loving it here in Utah and at Weber State. So I thought, why not me? I applied, got in, and it's been an awesome experience here for me. Last July, I had the opportunity to work with a company that provides medical service for extreme sports. I worked at the Nitro World Games down in Salt Lake, and I got to meet Travis Pastrana and Tony Hawk and just awesome extreme sport athletes, and I got to learn how to provide emergency medical care to extreme sport athletes, and it's just been an awesome opportunity that is pretty unique to Weber State, and I don't think anyone else really gets that opportunity, so that was awesome.
Well, I ended up at Weber State after 8 years in the military. I originally went to West Point right out of high school. Coming to Weber State from West Point was a bit of a culture shock, but in a good way. My first day at West Point, and you hug your family goodbye, you go back behind the stage and you all of a sudden have upperclassmen yelling at you to get on a bus, and it's go time from day one. My first day at Weber State, I was greeted by a whole lot of very smiling faces and donuts and people helping me find my classes. So it was a very stark contrast, but it was a very welcome contrast. So after leaving West Point, I served 3 tours in Afghanistan, a total of 2.5 years. In 2013, I went through the selection process, was selected, and deployed with the U.S. Army Rangers. My roommate from training and my good friend Jennifer Marino was an Army nurse. She also was selected for it, and we were stationed together in Kandahar. Unfortunately, on October 5th, 2013, she was killed on a mission while she was moving to help aid wounded troops. I had already wanted to pursue medicine, and I'd talked a lot to Jenny about being a nurse, but that was really kind of a turning point for me and determining that this was my true passion in life, and I wanted to go on and follow in her steps with medicine since she was unfortunately not able to.
I feel like the medical lab science program, you know, they set you up for success. You know, they really want you to succeed. They're very strict, and that creates discipline, and that helps you structure your life so that you can plan out a way to graduate. And I feel like after I got into the MLS program, that kind of helped me visualize a path to graduation. I am in the field right now. I work at Ogden Clinic in the laboratory there. It's the first time that I'm working in something that I'm going to school for. I knew it was going to eventually happen, but when it happened, I almost didn't believe it was happening, because I was, you know, I worked at a dry cleaners for years, you know, and working at dry cleaners and I work in the laboratory, it's a little different. You have to be very meticulous with what you do, very careful, because you're dealing with people's lives. You know, if I call a pregnancy test, if I say it's positive, nobody calls me back. The doctors don't call me back and say, "Are you sure this is positive?" You know, they trust that my credentials and my skills, you know, they trust that I know what I'm doing.
When I was young, I didn't go to school often. Starting in 2nd grade, my attendance was very, it was bad. And from there on, it kind of led to school not being as important to me at the time. And then with that, I kind of got caught up in a few things, and I had a kid at a very young age. I seemed lost, and I didn't have many people to turn to for guidance. I dropped out of high school, and I had an aunt that said, you know what, if you're going to be raising a boy, you need to get your GED at least. I thought my GED was the top of my capability, and I couldn't imagine myself being a graduate. It was that point when I realized that I need some sort of education in order to live a better life, and if I want to do that, I can show my son how to do that, even though I was learning myself. So the one thing that I knew that was right for me to do was go to school, and that's what I did. Weber State has been part of the process of making my dreams a reality by showing me new realities that I didn't know that I'd be able to pursue. They've introduced me and exposed me to so many different things that I find myself to be passionate about. I don't think there's just one word from me personally that I can give that can express how much it's given me. It's given me my education, which is my reason of going there. But I found so much more. I found my wife. I found more things within me that I never thought existed, and Weber State exposed me to.
Weber State is opportunity. It's opportunity for non-traditional students. It's opportunity for traditional students. It's an opportunity for people who come from all backgrounds to make their dreams come true.
Weber State's been a process in making my dreams and goals a reality by helping me realize that I have the potential to do great things.
I hope that if I do achieve my dreams, that I have more dreams that I want to achieve. I kind of hope that I never stop striving for something new.
Graduating at Weber State with a bachelor's degree in social work would show my son Zion that through all the challenges and difficulties and struggles, you can still reach those goals. And it shows him while I'm walking through that stage, anything is possible.